Alyssa is with us in Naples, Florida. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
So I just got remarried in October, and my husband and I, after the wedding, really sat down and took a good look at our combined finances.
Good.
And we definitely made a lot of debt choices independently, and now coming together, trying to figure out how we can tackle that, hopefully, for the new year, planning on, having a kid. I already have a 9-year-old daughter, and trying to get those, figured out so that we're not constantly worried about savings and being able to retire.
Sounds like you need to do all the things that all of us need to do.
Yeah.
Feed
definitely.
babies, retire, get out of debt, save money, right?
Right. And part of the thing that's a little bit frustrating is, between our combined finances, we're bringing in about $11,500 a month and still feel like we can't, we've only got about $3,000 in our savings and not able to really contribute to retirement or anything like that. So trying to figure out.
How much debt do you have?
So student debt, we've got about $140,000.
Who's the lawyer?
Credit. I'm the mental health therapist.
Ah, okay.
So I've got about 90.
Mm-hmm.
He has about 40, and that was from his parents pushing him to go to college. So he has debt with no real.
What other debt have you got?
Nothing really to show for it. Car payments.
How much?
About $60,000 total in our cars.
You owe $60 on your cars. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got a mortgage that's got about $240,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's as far as debt goes.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So, Alyssa, looking at these numbers, let's ignore the mortgage for now and focus on the consumer debt. You've got about 190 or so in consumer debt, and you guys are bringing home, 130, 140 grand?
Mm-hmm.
And so this becomes a great math equation where we go, how much margin can we create every month to throw at that smallest debt? That's all we're focused on. No saving, no investing. We're not eating out. We've got to make some sacrifices here. How quickly could you pay off? Could you throw $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month at the smallest debt? What's holding you back?
I think for me, it's the fear with my daughter, making sure that we have enough. Because with me being self-employed and him doing construction and things like that, I get worried about catastrophic expenses.
You know what I'm worried about? You make $130,000 a year and you're freaking broke. That's what I'm worried about. I think you need to be worried about that. You're driving cars you can't afford, and you have a lifestyle that's absolutely asinine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing to do with a 9-year-old.
What does she need that's thousands of dollars a month worth? When you say I need to take care of her.
It's more just in case.
Yeah. There's no bit, but you're not doing anything about it. You got $3,000. So that's a complete red herring. That's absolutely, you're doing nothing about that except creating anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. So it's time for a penchant for action, some urgency here, and say, okay, the more dramatic we change our life, the more dramatically we change our life, the more sacrificially we change our life, the faster this is going to turn around, and we're going to have a pile of cash and we'll be out of debt.
Yeah.
The more you just goof around with it, because here's the deal: you guys have no idea where this money goes.
Right.
And so we're going to get you on a detailed written budget. So here's the thing: what kind of mental health professional? What kind of work do you do?
So I do counseling, like therapy, depression, anxiety, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. And so what you do is there's some parallels to what we do. So you can use, you can be physician, heal thyself. Okay.
Right.
So, because here's the thing, you are an objective observer to someone's misbehavior.
Right.
And you look at that and go, hey, you ought to try this because the way you've been doing it, not working. This yelling and screaming at your wife, not working. This zero activity sitting in a dark room, adding to your depression. So you need sunlight and vitamin D and activity. So you need to go out and exercise and be in sunlight. Helps with depression. Am I wrong?
No,
okay,
not wrong.
So you send somebody because but they're sitting in the dark room. They don't see it. So what I want to do here is I just want you to say, okay, if I hired you, you're a smart person. If I hired you, even though you're not a financial professional, it's because the stuff we're dealing with here is 6th grade math. If I hired you to look at this and say, you come in objectively and you look at this family, they make $130,000, $140,000 a year. They have $3,000 to their name. They have $60,000 in car debt, and they have student loans that have been hanging around so long they think they're a pet. They feel stuck. You could objectively look in from the outside like you do every day and look at this the way George and I are looking at it right now going, these people need to tighten things up. They need to sell a car or two. They're not going on vacation because they're broke. If they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll change your process. And if you look at this objectively from the outside, I can see in a 3-minute radio conversation with you, I can see $40,000 or $50,000 a year here that you could throw at this, and you'd be out of debt in no time. But it's going to mean you're driving different cars, you're not going on vacation, you're not eating out. And it's not going to be comfortable for a while until you set some new grooves in your brain.
Yeah. So we definitely already decided on completely cutting out vacations.
Okay.
We've had huge conversations, with family of even big family cruise and just saying, sorry, we can't do it.
You're going to learn to say no a whole lot.
Yeah, you're going to say no so you can say yes. The way we say it is you live like no one else so that later you can live and give like no one else. So if I were prescribing to you from the outside looking in, the way I'm asking you to do for yourself, I could look at these numbers and say these people have a really tough 2.5 years ahead of them so that they have an awesome life the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And it's worth it, and it works. Because it is just math. It's just 6th grade math. But it has to do with controlling the angry little boy or little girl that lives inside of each of us and making that little person who throws a fit on the cereal aisle and wants Fruity Pebbles. No. Because that little kid, he rises up. I want a new car. I deserve. I have a master's degree. I deserve a good car. No, you don't. You're freaking broke.
You deserve freedom, not this life of stress. And the math does give me hope in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
You make 11.5.
The beautiful part about your story is, Alyssa, you have the income. And the parallel would be if you were sitting with a patient who is master's degreed in something, they have the intellect to adjust their mental behaviors, to adjust their mental health with behavior shifts. With directions you can give them. They have the capacity. You didn't call me up making $30,000 with these numbers. Thank God. You call me up making $130,000 with these numbers.
Yeah.
So you can do this, and the correlation is very simple. The deeper you cut, the more sacrificial and weird you are, and it's going to feel very strange for the first 90 days, and then it'll get to be a normal rhythm. But the deeper you cut, the faster you're out. By the way, that works for all of you. The deeper you cut, the faster you're out. And I'm a rip the Band-Aid off guy.
Yeah.
This pull it off one hair at a time thing.
No, thank you.
That's a lot of pain.
Well, that's why you like to amputate the Tahoe. Just do the big stuff, knock it out.
It's a stupid car.
You'll get another one later.
Stupid car.
There's more Tahoes.
I got a lot of stupid cars now. And, but I didn't used to, it's a stupid car. It's a stupid house. It's just stuff. And you can get you some more stuff, but you can't get your life back.